So it's the tail end of another beautiful bank holiday Monday. It's been a glorious day, even though we're in lockdown, or a slightly eased lockdown. My name is Jane, for those of you that don't know me. I'm co-founder of the Forest School Way, and we run Forest School for children of all ages, mostly in and around the London area. And today we thought we'd do an experiment, just to sort of see how natural dyes work on cloth. So yesterday I picked lots of ivy leaves. This is ivy, for those of you that don't know. It's got a beautiful dark green colour and nice sort of shiny waxy leaves. And I picked about 120 grams of these, and I cut the sleeves off of my son's very old t-shirt that no longer fits him, and that weighed about 25 grams. So I wasn't sure, there wasn't a scientific method to that at all. And I boiled it for about an hour and a half, and this is what came out. So it's given us a sort of slight variation in colour there. It's sort of like a nice kind of yellow. So I haven't washed this properly yet, but you can see that it's definitely taken up some of the colour. This is what it was, and this is what it is now. Before I actually dyed it, I did some scouring, which is just a technical term for washing, and you do that particularly if you have like new cotton cloth or new yarn, because it often comes with like different chemicals or oils on the cloth, and that stops dyes sticking to it. And then you use a mordant, which is just another word for a fixative, and I use salt. So you can use lots of different types of ones, but I wanted to kind of keep it as natural as possible. You can use vinegar as well, and there's lots of other ones. You can look those up. And then I just boiled the cloth in hot water again, with probably about half a cup of salt in a slightly bigger pan than this. And then that's when I chopped the arms off and I put them in with the ivy leaves. So that's what happened after an hour and a half of boiling, which I think is quite a strong colour actually. It's come out quite good. But I left the other sleeve in to soak overnight, and that's also been boiling for about an hour now. So I was quite keen to sort of see what that might come out like. So I was going to just take it off the fire and have a look. It might be a bit darker. Let's see if it's it's a much stronger colour, yeah. So that's it there. So obviously you'd need to wash it. I wonder if it has come out darker. It's come out. So this is the stages. So yeah, it does look darker. So if we can see here, that's the three different colours. So this is the one that's just come out. This is a lot darker. So it gives you this kind of nice yellow. I think you can see it there. It looks quite good. I'm quite pleased with that. I'm sure once it's dry it will look a bit nicer actually as well. So you can wash it and dry it, and then obviously it will be a bit of a brighter yellow. So I think that looks quite nice. Obviously experiment. There's lots of things you can use. There's I was thinking of using next some nice rose petals that have fallen off the rose at the front. They're nice purple colour, so I thought I might experiment with that. And there's lots of red roses around, and I mean there's so many things that you can use. Just have a go, play around. I did want to say, obviously, again, when you're picking wild plants, just to remember that obviously, you know, that's food for lots of things, or shelter for lots of things. And ivy often gets a bad name. It's got a bit of a bad rep, and it isn't actually that damaging. It can overwhelm small trees and stuff, but like a nice healthy big tree, it just really uses it for support. And when it's growing up the tree, it provides like lots of hiding places for different mammals like bats and birds and insects. When it's growing across the floor, it can actually stop the floor from becoming really frosty in the winter, so it still allows birds to sort of forage amongst the leaf litter. So I think it's got lots of beneficial uses. So although it's really common, don't rip it up and tear it to pieces and spread your foraging out over a large area. I mean, it is everywhere around here, so we're quite lucky. And like I said, it was only like a handful of leaves that you can see here, so I didn't need to use bundles and bundles. But yeah, have a go and experiment, and Do remember to subscribe and like and share, because it does help in this modern world of ours to get the message out there, to sort of share the message. And yeah, if you ever want to post up any of your own, that would be really nice to see. So have fun dyeing.